right, well, let's just keep the main thing the main thing. I just had to try that for myself. Sam, thanks so much for joining me up here, brother. Okay, I think it's fair to say you had quite the journey. Let's take a look back.
Hello there. How are we doing?
Better now that I get to see you.
Oh, okay. Already smooth with the lines.
You know.
Sam M is a hottie and has a lot of Southern charm.
I think we're really gonna hit it off.
He makes me feel excited. He's got this energy that I am digging. Will you accept this rose?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
The chemistry is very apparent. Just goes to show how deep that connection is getting to and really what that can look like down the road in the future. I understand the feeling of like wanting to be a better person for the person in front of you every single day. That's love. I care about Jenn a lot. I always say keep the main thing, and Jenn is the main thing. You have no idea how bad I want this. I want all of you, you know, the good, the bad. Whatever you think is ugly, I don't see as ugly. I see as you.
I am falling for Sam. He's someone I can see my future with, but at the same time, I am terrified. I've had a lot of toxic relationships, and I don't want to make that same mistake again.
So you don't have to jump, but you can walk around the tower and just enjoy the view.
A walk sounds lovely.
Jump?
No, we would like to jump.
I hate heights. I don't want to do it. I'm frustrated with Sam right now. He was dismissing me and he wasn't listening.
He tells the waiter that we're jumping without even asking me how I'm feeling about it. And that was my first big red flag.
What is it about me that makes you feel like we could have a really great future together?
Truly your selflessness.
How do you know that I'm selfless?
I mean, you're either selfless or you're full of one or the other.
But do you feel like you really know me?
I don't use a lot of words. I told you from early that my love language is physical touch.
I don't feel like his answers make sense.
It reminds me exactly of my toxic ex-boyfriend. So I need to know who Sammy really is.
And if he understands me, I need answers and I need clarity.
With this idea of like, yeah, how do I know it's you? I don't. I do trust that I'm here for a reason.
But that's you and that's your journey and wanting to be here. But why me?
Golly. Because I love you.
Sam.
Stop.
You can't even express to me who I am to you. I don't feel like he can back up his feelings for me.
I'm not seeing love. This really is deja vu.
I can't sit here with someone who says that they love me but doesn't even really want to get to know me and understand me and see me. I've closed this chapter in my life already.
That's frustrating. You know, it sucks, but the energy that she brought was very dull. I think this really just goes to show how little she actually does know about me. It's not my fault. So I can walk away really with my chin up.
So how does it feel watching that back?
Yeah, it's tough. It's so easy to see the areas where you wish you could have done something different. And I kind of have to live with it. It's something that I was trying to put a lot of stuff into words that I genuinely couldn't. And everything that came to mind, it just didn't feel like it was enough to truly define the way that I actually felt in that moment.
How strong did you feel for her?
Very strong. Truthfully, this was the first time that I've ever been really put in the position to have to explain why I love somebody. And I just fell extremely short in that moment right there.
I mean, you got put on the spot there in Seattle.
100%.
Right? And I think Jenn, and I think a lot of people, they just questioned your authenticity.
For sure.
With what you were saying.
Yeah.
You told Jenn that you loved her.
For sure. Yeah, I stand, I really do. I stand
Sam,
by
did you really love her?
100%.
I think to a lot of people watching that, when you said that, it kind of felt like a Hail Mary.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, and I watch all of this back on TV, and I think I'm struggling.
I want to open it up to the panel here. You're hearing what Sam has to say. What are your thoughts?
Like, bro, it's a move. It's like I could sniff it out, brother. Every girl in this room could say that there's been a in their life that they threw out the I love you just to keep it going.
I understand what it might look like to everybody else, but that's not me. And I hate that in that moment right there, like I fell so short.
I ride with you. You know that I love you to death. But I have to hold you accountable to this because you said you love her. I'm a brother of 4 sisters, man. And like, if my sisters brought home a man and he said he loved her and he couldn't speak to why he loved my sister, I would have a problem with that. And I would hope you would have a problem with that for your sister as well.
And I take full accountability for it, truthfully. My past definitely snuck up on me, man. The last time that I was vulnerable, I got my heart broke. And that's why I don't discredit what I said, because everybody does have a different way of loving. And that's where I can take this and like really grow from, truly.
There were just things towards the end, even after Jenn had called it quits, to be driving away and call someone that you loved dull and to talk down.
Actually, I really want to clear that up. One thing that I grew very close to with Jenn was being able to communicate with your eyes. Your eyes do not lie. So her walking into that room, I could see in her eyes that there was no energy there. There wasn't what I was used to seeing right there. So I didn't call her dull. I truthfully said that her eyes were dull. And that was that moment, truthfully, right there.
I mean, like, listen, I do respect that Sam came out here and, you know, said his piece. I don't know where his eyes really were. You know, he's talking about eyes a lot, about Jenn's eyes. He might have had eyes for Maria or Daisy before, and, you know.
Actually, I'm really glad you brought that up, you know, truthfully. And yeah, whenever we all came out here, we had no idea who the Bachelorette was gonna be. But if anybody's gonna sit up here and say they didn't think it was gonna be Daisy Maria, you guys are liars. Now, hold on, and what I wanna say with all of that, though, is that, like, I remember telling my parents, I was like, I don't see it working out with either of them, truthfully. And, like, one thing that I've tried to, like...
And why did you go?
Yeah, we knew who it was
because
before
it wasn't either of them. It wasn't either of them. That's why, because it wasn't either of them. And Jenn was somebody that I didn't know. And after 2 conversations with her, I thought, damn, this girl's legit right here. So yeah, that was really where that statement came from right there. It had no disrespect to her, and if it came across like that, then once again, I can continue to apologize for my delivery because I know it needs work.
There's things that you think, and then there's things that you say, and you should not have said that, period, because that's disrespectful.
100%. That's why I just said, like, the delivery of it. But truthfully, like, I do know the spot, like, where I came from in all of that right there, and it wasn't to be disrespectful, and that's something that, like, I can take from all of this and truthfully, like, learn from.
And I appreciate that you're coming from a place of humility. You know, we all make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I'm sure we all have. I'm glad that you are, you know, seem to be growing and learning from what went down. So that's really cool to see.
I appreciate that. All I can do is watch this and take the mistakes that I made in all of this and make sure that I can correct them and apply them to the, you know, the next relationship that stands in front of me.
I want to thank you for being here. I know it wasn't easy, but I do think you showed some humility, and I think some people maybe saw a bit of a different side of you, so I'm really glad you came. Let's hear it for Sam, everyone.